Hello. This video is going to focus on how to use Microsoft Excel. So your assignment is to calculate the budget for the unit at the hospital. So you'll have your case study that you're going to look at. But I'm just going to focus on the Excel spreadsheet because I think that's probably what's going to cause you to have the most questions. All right, so as you see, you have a category, and these are the same categories that you have. I changed the numbers just so that you'll be able to do your assignment, and I'm not giving you the answers, okay? But we have our budgeted amount, we have our actual amount. The variance is when you subtract the budgeted amount from the actual amount. So to do that on Excel, you need to create a formula. And anytime you use a formula on Excel, it starts with equal, all right? So you can't just type actual minus budgeted because the Excel spreadsheet doesn't know what that means. But it knows the cells. If you put a cell in, so this actual amount is C2 because it's in the C column and in the second row. So if you did C2, and then you could put, so if you hover over it, it'll actually put it in the formula for you. Minus, and then if I click on B2, it puts that in there. And then well, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Let me go back to B2 again. And then you need to not click on anything. So C2 minus B2, then you hit enter. So as soon as you hit enter, it's going to subtract those for you and you have your variance. Okay, there's no variance because the actual amount is the same amount as the budgeted amount. Okay. Instead of having to hover over these cells and keep putting the same formula in, what you can do is highlight the first cell. You'll see a little dot in the corner, and you're going to use your mouse and push down on the left side and just drag that down. All right. That shows Excel that you want to know the variance for all of these values. So when you drag it down, it's going to calculate the variance for each category. All right. So there our math is done. Now we want to highlight what is over or what did we spend too much on? What did we spend too much on? So we're going to highlight the variance. We're going to go to conditional formatting up here, do the drop down, and go down to new rule. We want to format only cells that contain a cell value of greater than 0, because that would show that we spent too much money in that area. We're going to format it to get our color, to choose our color. I usually use the light, so if we want to put it in red, I use the lightest color. I hit OK, and then we're going to hit OK again. And you'll see that the positive numbers where we spent too much is going to be in red. Now I want to know, where did we come out where we spent less than what we budgeted for? So I'm going to highlight all of this again. I'm going to go to conditional formatting, go to the new rule, go format cells that contain a cell value. Now we're going to go less than 0. And we want to set that one to green. So we're going to go to format, go to green, and click OK. And OK again. And there we have our sheet telling us where did we overspend and where did we underspend. All right. So on your case study, it's going to ask you to try to figure out why. What do you think caused it to be over budget on here and under budget here? And you can type, comments next to it. So if you started typing a comment, now I already had this in, sorry, I'm going to have to go back because this is what you're going to see. You're going to see that if you type something, it's going to just keep on going across the screen here. To get it to stay all in one block, you're going to highlight column E and then go up here, and where the ABC is, it says wrap text. I'm going to click on that, okay? And when I click on it, it's going to put all my information in one box. It's going to keep everything in this column E. It's not going to spill over into the rest of the chart, okay? So the last thing that you're going to do is to make a chart. And you can do this a couple of ways. You can either choose everything and then hit insert and then go up to the bar chart and choose that. All right. And there's your chart. You can move the chart all around. All right. Um, you can click on it if you wanted to just rename it and say budget. And it will show you like the staff salaries. If you hover over any of these areas, it's going to show you what the actual number is. All right. So this helps you to see that you were definitely over budget in the medical supplies and utilities, and it's higher than the the red is higher than the blue in maintenance equipment maintenance. Okay, whereas these other ones you were under budget. So in this particular chart, this green represents the variance. Now it doesn't change to green and red. It's just if it's above the line, that means you spent too much. If it's below the line, that means that you underspent. All right. So you can either do that or you can do a table that only lists these three columns. And you're going to go back, insert your bar chart, which is this one. Click on it and you can move the chart. All right. So there it is. Now, this one is just like the previous one, but it doesn't have the variance in it. So either of those would be fine. I just want you to get used to how to do a chart, which you can see is very, very simple because all you're going to do is highlight the rows and the columns that you want to be in your chart. All right. So hopefully that answers questions on how to do that. And there's a quiz this week along with your budget. So I hope that if you have no problems doing the assignment. If you do, please just give me a call and we can talk through it. All right. I'll see you later.